flag is out. Field thunders down through turns 1 and 2. Charlie Rose set sail at the top of the field, trying to pick up the win as he leads it off of turn number 4. Ryan Soulier up into the number 2 spot, while the 0 of Nate Tracy tries to hang on the outside lane, backsliding just a bit as Andrew Gomes up to 3rd. Look at the battle for 4th, 3 wide momentarily. Jacob Burns trying to find some holes.
Charlie Rose picking up where he left off early last week before problems hindered him. He's down the backstretch, checking out with the lead down into 3 and 4.
Off of turn number 4 they come. Top 4 nose to tail. 5th is the 30 of Burns as he breaks on through. He's got Connor Souza right behind him, and Mark Jennison in tow. 3 wide momentarily as they roll down the back straightaway. Luigi trying to squeeze in the center, threading the needle, and he does.
That's a battle out back there. Up front, it's Charlie Rose over Soulier and Andrew Gomes as they go 1, 2, 3 down the back stretch into 3 and 4.
The driver on the move, though, is that black number 30 for Jacob Burns. He slides up into 4th by the 0-2 of Josh Hedges. Takes that spot away, and he's got Connor Souza still on his back bumper.
2 by 2, Connor Souza battling with Hedges off of 4. Souza back here this week after an accident in New Hampshire a couple of weeks ago that prevented him from being here last week. He battles in the 5th position into 3 and 4.
Off the corner, a little contact. Gomes gets sideways, gathers it back in. Soulier settles in back behind him, and here comes Gomes. Burns right back down to the inside.
Gomes motoring into that 2nd position, trying to reel in Charlie Rose as Charlie Rose works down into 1 and 2 and continues to check out on the lead. 8 laps up on the board as he'll come to 9 here, this time across the stripe.
Andrew Gomes still sits in 2nd. 3rd is Burns. 2 drivers who are doing double duty here tonight. 4th is a battle. Connor Souza taking a look to the inside of Ryan Soulier. Soulier is able to shut the door. Meanwhile, behind them, Mark Jennison and Chase Belcher battle side by side. Belcher trying to make some noise. Slides up underneath the 0-2 of Hedges.
Belcher battles with Hedges in 1 and 2. Up front, Charlie Rose continues to lead. Andrew Gomes off of 4 and across the stripe. 10, now 11 laps on the board.
11 laps up on the board as the field thunders down the back straightaway. And some warnings deep in the pack as they are playing severe bumper tag. Down off of turn number 4, and look at the battle for a second. Jacob Burns takes a look to the outside of Andrew Gomes, trying to wind up that top side.
2 young guns here in the late model division battling for 2nd place. Gomes and Burns as they come off 4, door to door down into 1 and 2.
Into 1 and 2. Burns takes over the number 2 spot momentarily, but Gomes battles back on the outside. Into 3 and 4 they go. Here off of the corner, Gomes up top, still holds on to that number 2 spot at lap 14.
That battle is still hot and heavy down the backstretch. Charlie Rose looking in his rearview mirror, loves to see it. Burns and Gomes battle off 4.
Burns doing everything he can down on the inside, but has been unable to take over that number 2 spot. Look at the run Gomes gets down the outside, down the backstretch. But into 3, Burns gets a nose advantage. Off the corner down to the stripe. Jacob Burns now puts the 30 up into the number 2 spot.
16 down, 14 to go. Charlie Rose smooth sailing down into 3 and 4. Sparks fly off 4. Charlie Rose, your leader.
Andrew Gomes trying back to the inside, has been unable to get that run. As they roll down into 1 and 2, he is not going quietly into that good night as they roll down into turn number 3. Meanwhile, behind them, Ryan Soulier still sits in 4th, Connor Souza 5th, and Chase Belcher 6th. 7th is Hedges. 8th is Jennison and Luigi, and the 27 of LeBrun rounding out the top 10.
As they continue up front, Jacob Burns is now safely taken over that 2nd spot, trying to reel in Charlie Rose down the backstretch as it'll be 10 laps to go at the stripe this time.
10 laps to go, and does he have enough time to try to close in on that number 91 as they roll down into 1 and 2. Belcher gets a nose up underneath the 38 of Connor Souza. Battle for 5th down the back straightaway. Belcher down low. Souza up top. They roll door handle to door handle off of 4. Souza continues to hold on.
Souza continues that battle there. Belcher door to door as they battle for the 6th position, the 5th position there, down into 3 and 4. 8 laps to go at the stripe.
8 circuits to go, and right now It's about a tenth of a second difference in speed between the 91 and the 30. The 30 just a tick quicker. But at that speed, he's going to catch him just in time to watch the checkered flag drop. They roll down the back straightaway, and taking a look at the back end of the field, about a straightaway ahead of them. Is that going to be an issue? They roll off of turn 4, 6 laps to go this time around.
Jacob Burns continuing to pepper the back bumper of Charlie Rose. They go down the backstretch, changing his line down the bottom of the track, up the track, right to the back bumpers. They come off 4.
Jacob Burns closes in on the Simpsons Auto Care 91, trying to put the MJF Plumbing and Heating number 30 to the victory lane as they race down into 3 and 4. There'll be 4 laps to go, and they are nose to tail off of turn 4.
This battle intensifies down into 1 and 2. 4 more circuits around. Here comes Burns to the outside.
Burns winding up that top lane little by little. Does he have enough? Does Rose have enough to hold him off? With 3 laps to go, our first lead change of the event as Burns finds himself setting the pace down the back straightaway.
Talk about a young kid with confidence. Jacob Burns to the lead. Twin sticks in the air. 2 more circuits around for Jacob Burns.
2 more circuits, and Burns now sets a pace. Rose goes to work trying to get a run to the inside, but it's not going to happen. They catch the back of the field with the white flag high in the air. It's not going to be an issue as Jacob Burns started back in the 9th position with no cautions and almost a half a straightaway behind the leader. When he got up to 2nd, he's able to catch him, pass him, and take down the win. 2nd place to Charlie Rose, Andrew Gomes for 3rd, Chase Belcher 4th, and Ryan Soulier your top 5.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the last two years we didn't finish opening week, so we sat that one out, saved the car. This car was on fire tonight. I couldn't thank Timmy Potter enough for this thing. We worked on this thing all week, switching it back over from Loudon. Without him, my crew, this wouldn't be possible.
Tell us about that chase down to Charlie. When you finally got up into 2nd, you had quite a ways between you and him. Did you think you'd be able to catch him?
I saw he was tight. My spotter was telling me I was closing it, how much quicker we were. I knew he was really tight. He was running that bottom and gave me the top, and that's really like running in these things, and that's where we're going to go.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Huge thanks to all my sponsors. Once again, huge thanks to Timmy Potter. Without him, this wouldn't be happening. He gave me a bad, fast race car all day. Huge thanks to my uncle for letting me run this again, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right, Jacob Burns in Victory Lane, congratulations. Charlie, you look a little happier tonight than you did a week ago. A good 2nd place finish, but not what you were looking for.
No, not quite good enough. Thing got a little tight on me there, and Jacob got me, and there was nothing I could do. Just ride it out and take 2nd, hope for the best.
You still got to feel good about bouncing back from last week.
Yeah, the car was good. I mean, it's been good since practice, and a couple more little things to tweak in here and there, and it should be pretty good. I'm happy with it, and it's good. Congratulations to Jacob. He did a hell of a job.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, we got a couple new sponsors this year. Ron from F&M Truck Equipment, and the usual D&M Maintenance, Kevin from Simpsons, John from Woodruff Brothers, my mom and dad, of course. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Scott from Hawkins Construction, Jerry from James Maintenance, Kenny Rigo, all my guys, the usual suspects, and come back next week, regroup, and hopefully have a little better run.
Great run for 2nd place, Charlie Rose. To the sophomore, Andrew Gomes. And Andrew, a great run tonight in the late model tonight.
Yeah, thank you. It was a good race. Me and Rowdy had a great battle for a couple of laps there. Tried to cross him over, couldn't make it happen. He was just quicker, but good race overall. Can't complain.
How does doing double duty help you in this?
I don't think it does, honestly. The pro stock's completely different. The line's different. Everything's different, but it is more fun, I'll tell you that.
You got to be real happy with a good 3rd place finish tonight, though.
Yeah, really happy. We were battling some overheating issues last week, so glad we got them fixed for this week.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yep. First and foremost, got to thank my dad. Got to thank everyone that comes out and watches me. My sister, she does tires for me. My grandpa's here every weekend. Route 6 Auto Mall Kia, H&C Security, Done Right Auto, RDL Equipment, Coastal Water Sewer Excavation, the Auto Dentist, and all the guys out back that help work on the cars.
All right, great run, 3rd place. How about a round of applause for your podium, ladies and gentlemen? 3rd place to Andrew.